Every day like this, when you don't get betrayed by that old Judas kiss. Oh, my mama told me, every day like this, when you don't need an answer.
What's going on, everybody? So, just left Clarendon, Pennsylvania, Cook Forest. Had a really good time up there. Although it rained all morning, all I hear is all wet. However, heading into Ohio. Oh, the pine pollen was horrible. My truck is not silver anymore, it's green. Oh, living in Florida, we're used to that, right? So, I got a friend, and actually, one of my real good friends that works with me, Captain Kim, she and her fiance are in Ohio right now, up by Toledo, and a mutual friend of ours, Crystal, is in Hamilton, Ohio. So, I'm communicating with her right now to see if maybe I can swing by and say hi, and maybe do dinner, or who knows, hang out with her for a couple of days. Having the freedom of travel is just really cool. However, I'm 8 hours from Townsend, Tennessee right now. Oh, that pollen is still strong. So, easy drive going up, leaving out of Pennsylvania, Highway 80 right now, heading into Ohio. And then I'll drive down through Kentucky and back into Townsend, Tennessee. Right in the Great Smoky Mountains, which is really absolutely freaking gorgeous. Just amazing, stunning. I think that's my new favorite place other than Cook Forest. I've got 2 favorite places now that I've just discovered the last several years, or last 3 years actually. So we're going to do the Virginia Reaper, which is another bike loop through the Great Smoky Mountains. These are all e-bikes, keep in mind. However, I'm really considering getting an enduro, like a 400, 450 KTM, or maybe a Kawasaki, or I don't know, Harley may have one that I might be interested in too. I don't know. It'd be really fun up here in the mountains to have that available to go tool around on some of the mountain roads, and keep the e-bike for local stuff. I don't know. Seen a couple of guys that we camp in Cook Forest that had a couple of enduros behind their rigs, and definitely piqued an interest. So, back to the truck. We put about 700 miles on that new belt that we put on when I broke down in Valdosta, and something told me just to kind of check the motor compartment, look at it, and sure enough, that new belt was worn on top. Little confused of what could be wrong. I know the alternator wasn't putting out a consistent amount of the voltage regulator was supposedly acting out. However, right now we're putting out a solid 3.3 volts, and with my headlights on, it's not fluctuating at all like it was before. I did notice that when I put the belt on the highway, that I went over the top of an idler pulley instead of going under. It's still what I thought was tight, but that could have been having the alternator slip just a little bit. However, the new belt was worn on top in about 600 miles. I got looking at one of the idler pulleys, and that idler pulley, which had been replaced several thousand miles ago, had skid marks on it, like burnt rubber. Had just a little bit of grind to it, just enough to know that something wasn't right. So I changed those, put a new V6 and this Tundra. So I think we'll be all right. It's kind of cool doing it at camp. Belts and idler pulleys aren't really that big of a deal if you can get to them relatively easy. Basic socket, wrench, patience, lots of patience, and a few cuts, you know. Ooh, downshifted, coming in hot. We're still trucking through some of the hills and mountains up here in Pennsylvania, and it'll flatten out once we get to Ohio. Anyway, y'all stay tuned. This is going to be an interesting, the final leg of this journey, this 2-week north expedition experience, whatever you want to call it. Everything sounds good, so I thought I heard a little squeal. You know, once something breaks, you're like, oh God, what's that noise? Oh, it's my paper bag for my breakfast. Yeah. Anyway, watching the traffic here, I'm going to go. Had a little stretch of highway here where there's nobody around, so I can talk to you and not have to worry about traffic or anything. And yeah, we'll check in later. Hopefully, when I get back after the holiday, this Memorial Day weekend, I can get all this footage edited, put in some music. Amp it up just a little bit. I'm gonna try to start like a sober YouTube channel for travel and adventure and experiences of how to live sober. Some tips and tricks on camping, exploration. You know, all things that we didn't ever think we was going to be able to do anymore when we stopped drinking. But I have found that I enjoy so much of life today as where before, when I was drinking, I thought that was the best life was going to get. But I know today that life has so much more to offer me right now. Living in the moment, embracing the journey is something that my sponsor taught me. My very first sponsor. Thank God the sponsor I got now, he's so patient and understanding and knowledgeable. It just, sometimes he just listens, and that's all I need. However, I'm going to start this YouTube channel. Nothing more, just with some good content. And see what we can do to let everybody know it's still okay to wear the lampshade when we're sober. I mean, we can still be silly and goofy. We can still tell our jokes. We can still have some fun. And the cool thing is, we remember the next day. And just the freedom that I now have, that I'm not in bondage of that alcohol. It's when you drink, you have so much bondage of, well, one, I can't drive, but we're probably going to anyway. Two, your bondage of finances, your bondage of relationships, you know. Well, it's best just to stay sober and enjoy the day. All right, guys, so I'm going to check out here, get in some more hills.